Alright, so... What's the problem with knowing all my sets before he makes me see? That's why I've just got to wait until there's 1 second left in the timer every single time, because I'm 10 seconds... there's like a 10-second delay and stuff, so... Alright. So we're going to jump into this battle. For anyone who doesn't know what's about to happen, this is a league battle. And so this is... Please tell me I put a team. I didn't. Okay. So we're going to go in here and put the team in the battle box for realsies. We can use my... I guess, can I change the name here? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. I no longer need a team named ICBA, so we're going to name this team TBL, which is what I'm looking for. So we're going to put in the team, which thankfully doesn't have a Z move, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, you guys can get a real quick look at my sets. So we have Hidden Power Rock on this Manectric, we have Rapid Spin Stealth Rock, we have Choice Scarfed Darmanitan. It's Adamant, not Jolly, so I do have to remember that he might outpace me if he's Jolly Scarfed Curum. We've got Mixed Bulk, this thing, him on top. We've got Celesteela, and we've got Azelf. There you go. That's the team. And hopefully Splurge isn't cheating. I trust Splurge not to be cheating. His team, for anyone who doesn't know or didn't see like a minute ago, is Kieran Black, Tangrowth, Incineroar, Mienshao, Aerodactyl, Steelix, Mega Beedrill, Clefable, Slowbro, Mismagius, and Vikavolt. The 6 Pokemon that I would say that I'm expecting to bring are on the screen, but honestly, they're just 6 Pokemon that I decided arbitrarily to put on the screen, and we can put on the correct Pokemon in a moment. But we're going to get started. We're going to live stream this battle. I haven't live streamed a league battle in a little while, so this is going to be interesting. Let's see. What do you have? What do you have? It's got Aerodactyl. He's got Mega Beedrill. He's got... Okay. Hold up. All right. So he does not have Steelix. He does not have Tangrowth. He doesn't have Kieran Black, which means he has no Z move. Works for me. No Vikavolt either. No Mismagius, no Vikavolt. And the other 6 he has. So that's what we're going to be rocking with. I would correct what's going on the screen, but I can't yet because my XSplit's being really slow. So I don't think this is going to work permanently for how I'm going to run the layout for XSplit for streamed battles, but we're going to use it for today because it's what I got. So he might lead Arrow, he might lead Mega B and get that Mega off. He could very well lead with the Mienshao as well. Scarf Mienshao is really scary. I could see all of those being probable leads. None of those love staring down a Donphan, honestly. Slowbro, Clefable, the only 2 that really want to look at a Donphan, and honestly not even a ton. Without the Steelix, I have free Volt Switches with my Manectric, which is great. And without Scarf Kyurem, I have to see if he's Scarf Mienshao or Scarfed Arrow. But otherwise, my Darmanitan outspeeds his entire team. So that's pretty good. Special Mega Beedrill with Fire Blast. We'll see. We will see about that. Let's see if I can actually put on the correct 6 Pokemon that he's got onto the screen. Let's see how long it takes. How many turns will it take for me to get the correct 6 Pokemon of his onto the screen? Because I can't do anything with XSplit right now. It's just locked up. So he does lead with the Incineroar, which is one of the things I was potentially expecting him to lead with. And Donphan, honestly, it's a physically defensive Donphan, so I don't really see Incineroar being too much of a threat. Knockoff's annoying. Earthquake does 60%, 50-60% with no investment. I can knock off. Okay, hold on. I can do this. Get rid of Tangrowth, get rid of Steelix, put on Slowbro, over there. Get rid of Mismagius, put on Mienshao, put it there. Yeah. No, we're doing this, guys. We're doing it. Get rid of Kieran Black, put on Incineroar. Why is Incineroar so tall? Whatever. We're here now. Aerodactyl. Alright, his team is correct. My team is correct. Oh god, this Aerodactyl does not fit on the screen. Nothing we can do about it now. It's just going to have a wing that comes off the screen sometimes. So... Dude, this music is not the music I'm used to. Alright. I'm going to keep all my notes as usual, and I'm going to be doing calcs as usual, so just bear that in mind. He could go Aerodactyl if he thinks I'm going to Earthquake. I think Stealth Rock is probably my best play here. I brought Stealth Rock because 5 of his... Oh, that's fine. I really don't care about the Fake Out. It gives him a little bit of information. Yes, I have leftovers. Yes, I'm physically defensive. Doesn't matter otherwise. Breaks my Sturdy, I guess. But I'm still going to put up rocks. 5 of his 11 Pokemon are weak to rocks. He didn't bring Vikavolt or Kyurem, but, like, he did bring Incineroar, Aerodactyl, and Mega Bee. And he does have Arrow and Mega Bee, which can both defog. That's fine. Break Sash on Mew Chow. Chip on Slowbro. Chip on Clefable, or reveal if it's Magikarp or not. Information's information, so you know, we're gonna rock out. I really don't think that Fake Out did a ton. Yeah, and he doesn't U-turn, so don't know what item he has. Chuck comes out, that is Slowbro. We're not staying in on this thing. I don't have a great switch into Slowbro, to be honest. Scald hurts everything. I can knock off if I want to, but I risk getting burned. But it's not a bad play. I can also go Hitmontop here. Hitmontop has decent mixed bulk this week. Obviously doesn't want to take too many Psychics or Psyshocks, but can take a Scald plus Psychic and can go for the Toxic, which is pretty free since he didn't... Well, he has Mega Beedrill, but that would surprise me if he brought that in on my Hitmontop, honestly. And if he does, I just go out into Celesteela or back into Donphan, either way. Now I could knock off. Let me take a look. How much does knockoff do to Slowbro? Oh. Ooh, typing is hard, guys. 20% if he's Phys-Def. Where Scald's doing like 80%. I'm gonna go into Donphan. I'm gonna go into Hitmontop here. And Alex, welcome to the stream. And I think I saw a couple other people chat. Star and Hispanic, welcome guys. Hope you guys are having a good time. Hanging out, seeing week 1 of the TBL season 4. He goes straight for the Toxic himself. Alright, well, we're going to Toxic away at this point. I do not super love to see that, but I think I can handle it with my Hitmontop this week. So we are going to go for a Toxic of our own at this moment in time. Yeah, he could Psychic and do about 50 to 60%, but it doesn't kill, and we get a Toxic off on Slowbro, and that would be wonderful. Since, yeah, he could have a Cleric-y Clefable, which would be super annoying, but Clefable can't 1v1 my entire team. I mean, there's really no two ways about it. It just cannot 1v1 everything on my team. And so, like, Celesteela can come in if he doesn't have Flamethrower, and if he's rocking Flamethrower Moonblast as his coverage, then Darmanitan can come in, and if he's got Calm Mind, I can just go straight for his physical defense. Stuff like that. So, should be okay. If he's Cosmic Power, that's annoying. I don't have any setup or anything, but that's okay. So he does stay in. We are going to get our own Toxic off on the Slowbro at this point. Let's see what he's going to go for. Probably a Psychic, maybe a Scald. If he goes for Scald, it means he may not have Psychic, which I actually would not object to. Since, you know, we can take those. Little bit of chip here on my Hitmontop, which isn't too important. Looking at his team comp, Hitmontop, it can handle the Mienshao if I don't let it get any more hurt than it is already. And the Incineroar if I don't let it get any more hurt than it is already. And if all he's doing is clicking Scald, then I can probably just go out into my Manectric here. I don't really want that thing taking too much damage. Where's Manectric? Takes 50% from a Scald. But then after 2 turns of Toxic, Volt Switch can pretty much OHKO back. Now the other option is going out into... No, I actually kind of like that play. I know Manectric's important, But since it's not going to die to any one hit from this, and Volt Switch is 100% free, I'd rather get the speed boost now and have for later. Not that it matters, since, you know, this isn't Gen 6 where you can't do that. Alright, so he's going to go out into what? Free the Clefable. Okay, it's Magic Guard. We know, it's not unaware. That's good. Information, I guess. I can just Volt Switch here. He's probably going to Calm Mind. I do 50% with a Thunderbolt if he's physically defensive. But then what? You know, it's like sort of a then what situation. So yeah, I'm going to click Volt Switch. I don't necessarily see him having coverage for Darm on this thing. Am I unaware that it's Magic Guard? Oh god. Alright. Yeah, I don't... I do 40% here. I don't see him having good coverage for Darmanitan, which makes that really free. And Volt Switch, if he's physically defensive, Volt Switch plus Flare Blitz should take it out. So we're gonna see what he goes for here. If he goes for a Calm Mind, that's actually probably best case scenario. That's definitely physically defensive, or I mean, it's not specially defensive. So Darm is pretty free. Celesteela is also fairly free, but he could go for Flamethrower, and just since that's an option for him, I think Darmanitan's a better switch here. And we're gonna do that. He's gonna go for Rocks. I have so many spinners that I'm not gonna worry about it. I am pretty free at this point. He's got leftovers. Alright. Now, according to this, if he's physically max physically defensive, max HP, this mins out at 66.8%. He's at 65%. Nope, he's at 70%. So if he's at exactly 70% after the leftovers, then he has 25% chance to live this. Nothing else is doing nearly as much. He could go Arrow. He could go Slowbro. I think he's actually probably going to preserve this thing, so I could U-turn. I don't see this thing doing anything, and if he stays in, I'll just go Celesteela. So yeah, he's going to withdraw. I'm not going to Flare Blitz right now. Incineroar, Slowbro, whatever. Nothing really wants to switch in. He's going to take Rocks here, plus a U-turn, which doesn't reveal too much about my set. And yeah, it's going to put him down under 50%. Rocky Helmet. Okay. So we know your Regenerator Rocky Helmet. Z-Man, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day today. I can go out into my Hitmontop and Rapid Spin. Or I can go out into my Manectric and click Volt Switch. That 12.5% is not going to matter too much in the long run. So we're going to Volt Switch here. Force the switch into something. Clefable's weakened to the point where like I can keep switching around and handle it. And I could Thunderbolt. Is there any reason I wouldn't want to Thunderbolt? Thunderbolt's neutral on everything. And I don't mind being in here. The only thing that could come in that would outspeed me and threaten me out would be the Mega Beedrill, but he's not going to go hard Mega Beedrill. He could have a Scarf Mienshao, which would threaten me out, potentially, that he could go into right here. I don't really see a downside to Volt switching. Since I am going to want to switch out anyway, and he's definitely not going to stay in right now. So I'm going to Volt Switch here, since he does want the Regenerator, I assume. Goes out into Incineroar, that's fine. Incineroar takes a boatload of damage from this. I don't think he's Scarfed because he had Fake Out. That would be really strange if he was Scarf Fake Out. But hey, I mean, it's possible. That looks like Assault Vest. Let me take a look at that. No, not Assault Vest, just specially defensive. Either Assault Vested or just generally specially defensive. I'm gonna put Assault Vest question mark in my notes right there. And now I could go Donphan, or I could go Hitmontop. I do think Hitmontop gives me less utility later on in the game, and it intimidates this thing right now. So I am going to go Hitmontop. I am going to click Rapid Spin at this point. Just get rid of the rocks. I know he still has Clefable, and it's still, like, reasonably healthy. But, like, that's fine. Force the U-turn here, which I'm not going to worry about too much. I'm just going to Rapid Spin. If he goes Clef here, I go Celesteela or Darm. Neither of which take rocks damage on the first switch in. Probably Celesteela this time on the Clef, knowing that he's Magic Guard. And then Heavy Slam seems fairly free. If he does go Slowbro, then I switch out again. Or I just Leech Seed, predicting him to switch out. And if he goes Flamethrower, then meh. At least I'm not committed to staying in or taking Rocky Helmet damage. And the Slowbro would be Leech Seeded the following turn. I'm thinking like 4 turns ahead right now, so hold on. What hidden powers on Manectric? Rock. Because his team is so weak to Rock. I think for future weeks what I'm going to do is have a command, which is like exclamation point, like team or something like that, and it'll show you my opponent's full roster. But I don't have one this week, so yeah, there's the switch. Probably Clefable. Happy Slap. That's me and Xiao. Alright, I can actually probably take a hit from me and Xiao if he's not like Banded Reckless. He's not intimidated. High Jump Kick's doing, it mins out at 93 damage if he's max attack Jolly with no item type. I could go Donphan, but if he's like Adamant, Banded, Reckless, that'd be wild if he was, but like, hey. He's gonna be doing like 80%. That's absurd damage. I honestly don't know how much utility Hitmontop serves for me for the rest of this game. And it gives me some information right here about this Mon's set and everything. So I'm gonna click Close Combat. And if he just U-turns, then, I don't know, slap someone with a Close Combat. Why not? He may be Scarfed. Oh, he's Life Orb. Great, that's information for me. I need to figure out if he's Regenerator, so the next time he comes in, if he's not at like 6, he's at 70, I'm just gonna mark down like 73%. And if he's not at that HP, then he's Regenerator, and not Reckless. Because I can't get information from the U-turn damage. I might be able to get information about whether he's Adamant or not, but probably not. Just because it was pretty negligible damage, all things considered. So Close Combat. Oh, look at that damage. Look at that rock solid damage right there. All right. So we're gonna be staring down a Slowbro, which is gonna slack off in my face here. But there's no sense switching out. He's just gonna slack off though. Is there a sense switching out? I mean, I've got Intimidate. And I do survive a switch into Stealth Rocks, I think. What is 13 out of 157? 10%? 8%? Yeah, and Stealth Rocks does 6. Because I'm resistant. So I can switch out. If I think he's just going to slack off, I mean, the play is just go out into Mega Manectric. Since I died of poison anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to go Mega Manectric here. Which always just threatens this Slowbro. Theoretically, he can take 1 Volt Switch from full health. But I don't see him... If he goes for a Scald, then he's not at full health. And that's just very surprising to me if that's the play he decides to make. Or just a hard switch. Okay. So he's going to double out into Free, which is Clefable, which is still Magic Guard and still has leftovers. Sky Guy, welcome to the stream. Okay, he's going to set up his rocks again. What else is new? But I mean... Where is he at? 75%. And we know that Volt Switch did damage. So if he's at 75%, and we know how much Volt Switch did last time, not 75 out of 202, 75%, then Thunderbolt is a guaranteed 2-hit KO after Leftovers Recovery. And so that's what we're going to rock out with this hit. Soft Boiled. Okay. So he didn't go for Stealth Rocks. But I don't know what he's going to go for. Mega Manectric's really valuable. I don't think I want to just like let it get damaged here to like a Moonblast. It's 50% that I just don't think I want to take right now. So he didn't set up his rocks. So I can Volt Switch at this point, and I'll just go into Celesteela. And if he shows me that he has Flamethrower on this thing, then that's fine. Alright. This is interesting to just, like, glance over at chat and know that you guys are judging me for everything I say out loud. I don't edit anything out of my videos normally, in terms of, like, the content that I give you guys when I do a live comm of a battle, but, I don't know. It's just very interesting to me. I do think that my play is to go out into my Celesteela and click Leech Seed. There's the rocks. So I could have gone for a... I could have gone for some shenanigans there. There's a couple of follows tonight. Thank you guys for the follows. I apologize that the notifications don't pop up right now. I don't see him staying in. Since this thing does come in on a lot of threats. It's Slowbro that comes in 100 times out of 100. Honestly, though, it doesn't matter what comes in. This doesn't stay in. It doesn't get a Z move for him. He's got leftovers anyway, so I'm just going to click Leech Seed. If he stays in, that's the craziest thing in the world. There's Fire Blast. Okay. I mean, sure, like, you do under 50%, and you could miss. So, like, okay, you get some leftovers recovery, because Leech Seed's not going to do anything. But you're also going to die to a Heavy Slam if I click it. Aren't you? Yeah, you're still in range of a Heavy Slam, so I'm just going to click Heavy Slam now. Like, what do I have to lose? If you go Slowbro, you go Slowbro. There was a fun prediction to make. It was wrong. And that happens sometimes. I really did not expect that. This thing was still very healthy and could switch in on a good number of Pokemon on my team. Now, one thing he's definitely probably thinking, I love when I say that. The one thing he's definitely probably thinking is that, okay, my Spinner is Hitmontop. It's about to die. It can't switch in except on a safe switch in, and then it's gonna be outsped by things. But I also have Rapid Spin on my Donphan, which is great. So I don't have to worry too much about the rocks right now. So yeah, we're gonna... Is that a crit? That's not even a crit. He's just offensive. He's just straight offensive. I guess I probably could have gauged that from the Fire Blast, which did a little bit more than I would have expected it to. Not a ton more, though. I don't know what spread he's running, but it was real bold to stay in there. I mean, okay, so now I've revealed Heavy Slam. What do? Do you soft-boiled? Do you switch out? Soft-boiled doesn't even save you. You have to switch out. You don't take any damage from rocks. Or do you sack this thing? I don't see him sacking it. I could go Rock Slide here. Rock Slide's pretty free because it doesn't give me... It means I don't take damage from... That wasn't even a crit. Like, Jesus. Okay. So given that that wasn't a crit, and I did like... What are you at? 15%? 80%? 85%? Even though that wasn't a crit, Rock Slide kills from here. So I'm going to click it, and if he goes Slowbro, yeah, then I don't take any Rocky Helmet damage. And if he goes Incineroar, yes, I'm intimidated, but you're taking 25%, and then you're taking more damage from Rock Slide, and by that I mean you're dying to Rock Slide. And so Celesteela kills Incineroar with Rock Slide. And Alright, if he goes me and Xiao, he's Life Orb. He's clicking High Jump Kick. I'm clicking Protect. Doing 50%. And then switching out. Into my... I don't know. Yeah, he has Regenerator as well. He's not Reckless, so... Knockoff. Alright, nope. The play is into him on top 100 times out of 100 here. We know your Life Orb, and him on top can't get a safe switch in, which is fine. Since Clefable is in... Slowbro is the only thing stopping Darmanitan from sweeping right now. It's the only thing stopping Darmanitan from sweeping right now. And him on top will survive the switch in, barely. Get the Intimidate, which is great. And then promptly die, which is fine. So he has Knockoff, U-turn. So he's going to take a little bit of Life Orb, but that doesn't matter. So what do you go into? Now that I get Switch Initiative. So me and Xiao, we can mark that down. Me and Xiao kills Hitmontop with U-turn. Donphan can still spin, so I'm not too worried about the rocks. If you go Mega B, then I just go Darm. Or Celesteela. Either one. Celesteela's item isn't important in this match either. It's impressive. It's interesting that he clicked Knockoff, because Celesteela is my only Z user that I brought. It doesn't have a Z move, but it can, and Knockoff then would just be like a very risky play. Out comes Clefable. So the question is, do I just go... I mean, I can just Psyshock with Azelf pretty freely. I could go Azelf here. Slowbro can come in on that, but like, okay. Or I could go into my Mega Manectric, take 12% more, click Thunderbolt. Yeah, that seems free. That seems free. So we're gonna Intimidate. Doesn't matter. We're gonna click Thunderbolt. This seems very, very free. I think the only thing that can switch in right now is me and Xiao, and it's not going to take two. Actually, it can't even safely switch in after Stealth Rocks. There's a chance this kills if he's not defensive. It's low. It's not in my favor, but it exists. Root, thank you for the host. Appreciate that. For anyone who's here and hanging out, thanks for hanging out. For anyone who doesn't know, just a little pitch in the middle of this battle. This is the TBL Season 4 Week 1 battle. For anyone watching on YouTube after the fact, hello YouTube! I am going to be doing all of my battles for the TBL live on my Twitch channel, which the link is always in the description below. So if you want to see them a week before you get the content otherwise, come over to Twitch and hang out with us here. But for anyone who is here right now watching on Twitch, this is a league battle. This battle counts for stats and things. I am doing calcs. I am taking it slowly and seriously. So certainly enjoy your stay, but also remember that I am not looking for advice or anything right now. I am, you guys are not ghosting me technically. You're just here. So he does go into the me and Xiao. It doesn't outspeed me. Life Orb Fake Out? I guess? Oh, you're not frozen. What am I doing? 20%? Is that the only thing disincentivizing me? Actually, it's a little bit more than 20%. It's like 30%. Is that the only thing disincentivizing me from clicking Thunderbolt again? Like, what comes in here and stops me from just clicking Thunderbolt? Or is he sacking to go into Mega Beedrill? Because if that's the case... But I mean, then I just go into Celesteela. Or Donphan. Or both. And then Donphan comes in on the Mega Beedrill, and if he clicks anything but U-turn, clicks Drill Run, then I just Rapid Spin. Right? Am I crazy? But if I go Donphan first, or Celesteela first, then Clefable comes back in. So I don't want to click Volt Switch. I'm just going to click Thunderbolt. Yeah, there's a Fake Out. Okay, so 30%. And you die to... Okay, and you die to your own Life Orb recoil. That's strange. Me and Xiao dies to Life Orb recoil. No, my stats! My stats, why? Why didn't you get the roll? Cap comes out. That's got to be the Beedrill. And I obviously don't stay in here. There's no sense in staying in here. And I just go Donphan. And if you Drill Run, then I just Rapid Spin the following turn. Since I'm physically defensive. Oh my gosh, everyone's looking at their follow ages. This is wild. And I take a little tiny bit of Stealth Rocks. If you U-turn and you go into Clefable, okay. I'm not even sure what to say about it. Like, sure, go into Clefable. Yeah, there's straight U-turn. That's fine. What kind of damage were we looking at there? I didn't even see that. I didn't see how much damage that did. But I mean, I'm looking at an expectation of about 20 to 30%. Slowbro comes out. Yeah, okay. So he's an offensive Beedrill. That's fine. Take a little bit of toxic damage. I can knock off here. But then I take Rocky Helmet damage. And this thing still checks Beedrill. I can go out into Celesteela, but I don't see that being my best play. I can spin. I mean, that's an option. How much is Scald doing? Instead of typing Slowbro, I just typed Scald. Alright, it's killing me from this range. I don't think sacking Donphan is the right play. Even if it knocks off the Slowbro. Well, no, I think sacking Celesteela is better than sacking Donphan. Maybe? No? Oh, God. Okay, I can sack either one right now, and the other one is just going to have to be my Beedrill check. Celesteela, I think, does a little bit better job of being a Beedrill check. So if he clicks Toxic, what it allows me to do is click Rapid Spin. So I'm going to click Knockoff. And he's going to double. He's going to double into Delta Quake. I guess he feels like he has to make a play at this point. But I'm going to be able to click Knockoff here and knock off whatever item this thing's holding. Knocks off the Choice Band. Yo, this thing was about to put in work. Okay. Well, without it, it doesn't do a lot of damage. He probably doesn't have Roost either. Wow, this thing was about to go to town. But he's banded, he's not scarfed. Me and Xiao's not scarfed, he's dead also. I should mark that down. So Mega Beedrill, which is going to be at 50% after this. Yeah, so Darmanitan should be able to clean up whatever's left outside of Slowbro. And Mega Manectric kills that. So as long as I keep Mega Manectric healthy, or at least alive, it outspeeds everything except Beedrill. Okay. So then I think the play is to go... Plays to stay in and go for another knockoff, I think. He can't really switch out. How much does Rapid Spin do? 5%? Defog. Wow. He's got banded Defog. This man bringing the banded Defog. I mean, I'm 100% sitting on my Stealth Rocks again. In your face. I don't really care. Also, Rapid Spin almost kills from there. It almost kills from there. Or do I just knock off right now? Or am I real and I click Earthquake, predicting the Roost, or switch out into Mega Beedrill? Why would he go Mega Beedrill on my Donphan? No, I think I might just knock off, but then if... No, because then it's just hard for me to get my rocks up again. Well, I do have rocks. I do also have rocks on Azelf this week, so I don't think I need to click rocks here. I can get them up with Azelf later on. So I'm I think I should just knock off again. And then spin on whatever comes in. Or set up rocks again. Or do I just set him up? Eh, set him up. Why not? What do I have to lose? He's going to switch out. So that thing dies to rocks and re-entry. Goes out into Clefable. Which he soft-boiled on. Okay. He's going to click soft-boiled. I'm going to click rapid spin. Just, I don't know. Makes me feel better. Makes him set up stealth rocks again. Or I can EQ. He's not defensive. We actually did see that he's, like, not defensive. EQ's going to do almost 40%. I'm going to Earthquake. Why not? Soft-boiled. Yeah, I mean, does Donphan learn Heavy Slam? I could run Gunk Shot Donphan. I could have if I really wanted to. But because you weren't defensive, this is going to do a decent chunk of damage. I'm actually... At this point, I think I'm going to click Knockoff. The leftovers are honestly the most frustrating part of this Clefable. And I have my rocks back up again, and I don't really need... Yeah. I don't know what your offensive choice move is, and you haven't clicked Toxic. Now you could be like... Oh yeah, you had Fire Blast. I forgot. I, like, didn't note that, but that's fine. So there's a knockoff. So you're going to lose your leftovers. And we did not lose our leftovers, and we do not die to 2 Fire Blasts. At this point, Earthquake kills from this range. So he has to soft-boiled again. So I'm going to Rapid Spin. Force him to Stealth Rock. If Fire Blast is his only offensive move, then just getting rid of the rocks is going to be helpful. That's not helpful. Chip, though. It's like, that's zero chip. That's okay, though. I'm really not worried about the chip damage, honestly. He's going to be forced to soft boil a lot more without the stealth rocks going on. Not without stealth rocks, without leftovers. So I can Earthquake. There's the Moonblast. Okay, so we know his full set now. And we also... Oh, he crit me! Rip. Rip crit. Alright. Clefable kills Donphan with Moonblast. Of course, week 1, I get crit. Oh, there weren't rocks. You're right, because they are Aerodactyl defogged. I forgot about the Aerodactyl defogging. That's fine. Darmanitan... Darmanitan walls this. But then, in turn, doesn't do anything to Slowbro. Except take damage. But I can go out into Celesteela. Could I? Then he switches out. I forgot about the stealth the defog there. That's okay. I could go as Elf here. How much does his Elf do with a Psyshock? It's like a moderately invested as Elf, so... And it's a non-defensive Clefable. So I'm doing like 40% plus. But I think Celesteela is the best switch, and I think Heavy Slam is the right play. And if he goes into Slowbro, he goes into Slowbro. Since he... Well, or I just click Leech... Yeah, Heavy Slam. Yeah. Yeah. It's like really... Is this man really going to land 4 straight Fire Blast? Because that's what he has to do in order to kill me. So I could Leech Seed to be safe. And if he's going to be that guy and land 4 straight Fire Blasts, then like... Wow, you know? Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam. Kill this thing when you have a chance. Yo, he lands 3 straight Fire Blasts. Crit me, I dare you. Burn me, I dare you. Okay. Okay. Whew! I dared him. I did dare him. Alright, so down goes the Clefable. That thing was super annoying. But Slowbro is the thing I really need to take down. So Celesteela kills Clefable with Heavy Slam. Slowbro is the thing I definitely need to take down before my Darmanitan can put in the work. And I don't really have, aside from, obviously, Manectric, I don't have a great answer to it. Tearing the Hax Gods. Dude, I live dangerously in this world. I'm gonna rock, or do I just protect to see what he wants to do? What do you do? You have to have knockoff. The way that you came into this, you have to have knockoff. Where's Celesteela? Because U-turn doesn't kill me. Knockoff does. Knockoff certainly kills me. Without issue. I'm going to click Protect. He might Roost. So do I just Heavy Slam? I'm going to Heavy Slam. If I die, I die. He hasn't shown me knockoff on this thing. Okay, there's the knockoff. So Mega Beedrill kills Celesteela with knockoff. And now I just can go into... I could go Darm here. I could go as Elf here, but he probably just U-turns if I go as Elf. So Darm is the safe thwing. It's a safe thwing. And... Mega Beedrill's taking approximately 441 to 520% from a Flare Blitz. But it's actually Rock Slide or Earthquake that I'm looking at. Clicking. Probably Earthquake. It does the same amount to Slowbro. And it kills this anyway. So I am going to click EQ here. And there is Chuck, the Slowbro. And I just don't want to take any Rocky Helmet here. There's really no reason. And then Toxic. Okay, losing Darm is a problem. Right? Yes. Slowbro, it's a very good roll to kill with a Scald. But another EQ plus Toxic basically kills this thing. I wish I wasn't Scarfed. Well, no, I don't, because then I wouldn't outspeed the Beedrill. Does Manectric die to a Scald? Shouldn't. Shouldn't die to a Scald. I don't love that odds. I never love the odds of shouldn't. So I'm gonna go out into my Azelf. It is sashed, which is kind of a sad day. It's kind of a sad day that I'm gonna just sack it, or sack the sash. But he burns me. I didn't want him to burn me. I was gonna click U-turn and do a lot of damage. But now I'm not, and now he freely gets to slack off. You know? Rip. Ripperoni. Alright, he's gonna switch out, though. Maybe he doesn't have slack off. Out comes the arrow. Which dies. I U-turn, but it fails, so arrow dies to rocks. Aerodactyl dies to Stealth Rock? That was rude of him to burn. It was rude. It was very, very rude of him. Now this thing has very little value to me now that it's burned. And it doesn't outspeed the Beedrill. Psyshock. I mean, you probably just U-turn. But the thing about clicking U-turn here, you could just knock off. But then I go Darm. How much does U-turn do to a Beedrill? Or actually, it doesn't matter. Wait, does it? It might. Hold on. Hold on. No, U-turn should kill this Beedrill. According to this, U-turn's doing 32 to 39%, although I have no concept of his investment. So Mega Beedrill kills Azelf with knockoff. I don't know his investment, and if he's like very defensive, then U-turn doesn't kill. So the play may be clicking Earthquake here. It did more than I was expecting it to last time. To the Slowbro. It's possible 2 Earthquakes plus Toxic will kill. Do I think he's defensive? He's not playing it like it's defensive. But if it is, and I sack Manectric, then I lose. I'm gonna click EQ. I think that's a safe play here. Like, you know he has to switch out. You know he has to switch out. I should have just gone U-turn there. U-turn means I win if he switches out, but I'm really counting on 2 Earthquakes plus Toxic taking this thing out. It's not going to. It's really not going to. So now the question is, does Scald kill? The answer is probably. He hasn't shown Slack Off. So he's gonna click Scald. And if he's not invested, then he doesn't kill Manectric with Scald. Until he whips out the Psychic, which also shouldn't kill. If he doubles, do I play into him doubling? Because if he goes straight Beedrill and I go Manectric, then I've got problems. The play is to go into Manectric and trust that he can't kill me. And if he doubles into Beedrill, that's a good play, but it's not the end of the game. There's Scald. Doesn't kill. No burn. So I just Thunderbolt here. That's a no drawback play. Unless I like really want to click Volt Switch and preserve differential. Actually, no, I do need to Volt Switch, because he could switch out and then come back in with Slowbro. No, would that work? That wouldn't work. I feel like it's moot either way. It's the same end result, because I got the Manectric in on a turn in which he didn't switch out. But I am going to Volt Switch here. If this thing has an even number of HP, then I won anyway. Had an even number of HP, so I won anyway. Wow. Okay, Mega Beedrill dies to Stealth Rock. And in comes the Slowbro. And at this point, I just click Thunderbolt. And I don't have to worry about it. It looked like it was going to die to that Stealth Rock, but that was interesting. That's not how I... It's not how I expected that to go. Not at all. Not at all how I expected that to go. Definitely misplayed with the Rapid Spin when I didn't have rocks on my side of the field, but that's definitely a especially defensive Slowbro is what that was. But Mega Manectric... Manectric kills Slowbro with Thunderbolt. Great game to splurge. My first week's opponent in the TBL. And again, once more, for anybody who doesn't know, I am live streaming my TBL season. It is the Twitch Battle League. So hang out for my content that I'm doing, obviously live streaming my own battles, but I also intend to do one stream a week sometime at some point where I actually go through all of the past week battles of all the competitors, since it's not upload required, and play them in the battle videos and watch them myself, have those guys in call explaining what they're doing, stuff like that, to kind of get a little bit more continuity and sense of the league as a expansive whole, as opposed to just a very minute space in my own channel. But other content creators you might want to watch, David DAV1D1993, excuse me, will be live streaming his battles as well, and I believe he's battling tomorrow. Brendan Darkest Devil 26 will also be live streaming his battles here in the TBL, and then a handful of other guys, including Manbird and I don't remember who else, I'll be honest, are going to be uploading their battles to YouTube. So honestly, this was super fun. Welcome back, Splurge, to the chat. Great game, dude. That was a lot of fun. The end of that was wild. Honestly, I think once I got the Manectric in there, I was okay and survived a Scald, but like, man, that could have come down to damage rolls. There's a lot of things I probably